Okay. Hello, everybody. This is Ben Cawley, Director of Client Experience here at Guiding Eyes for the Blind. And every couple of weeks, we have the opportunity to come together as a community and celebrate our newest guide dog teams. Today, we're going to be celebrating 3 teams that received residential training here in Yorktown Heights. I have with me Chris, who is with Gideon, and then two of our teams, Pam and Denny with Mary and Ida. They went home on Wednesday and they finished their training up Wednesday. We also have 3 home trainings that we're celebrating, and we'll talk a little bit more about. And I believe Jessica and Uber are here, as well as I think Linda and Admiral are here, and I don't know if Carl and Tig are online. But for those of you that are joining us via Zoom, welcome. We have quite a few people on campus that are joining us via Zoom. We have a viewing area and then a small group of us together here. It's myself, Ben Cawley, with Ellen Purcell, specialized training guide dog mobility instructor, as well as Allie Greenberg, who's also a guide dog mobility instructor. And we're fortunate to be joined by Gideon's Razor. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
I am Kristen Chusett. I raised Gideon, as well as with Debbie Honig, we co-raised him.
Great, thank you. So nice of you to be able to join us in person, Kristen. For those of you who are on Zoom who happen to be Razors, if you don't mind unmuting and introducing yourself, we'd love to hear from you at this point.
Good afternoon. I'm Laura Marone Walsh, and I and my family raised Admiral. And Linda is the candidate that has selected him for future service.
Awesome, thank you.
I'm
such
Amy.
a great job with Admiral. Sorry, Amy, go ahead.
Sorry. My name's Amy, and my family helped raise Mary, and congratulations to Pam and Mary.
Thanks, Amy. Thanks to your family. Any other Razors in attendance? If there are, just interrupt me. I'm gonna move on, but feel free to interrupt. So today we're going to hear from Ellen and Allie, who are going to give us a little bit of information about our graduate teams. We'll also hear from Jessica Walsh from the puppy raising team, who's going to talk about our puppy raising community and the Razors specific to these 6 dogs. And but before we start with Ellen, I'd like to take this opportunity to talk a little bit about the Guiding Eyes community. We're supported by very generous donors, great volunteers, our puppy raisers, as well as staff. And there's so many different staff members that are involved with the organization. We have a lot of departments that I just like to recognize: maintenance, development, housekeeping, administration, HR, IT, accounting, kennel, veterinary, the Rosie's Cafe staff, as well as admissions and the client experience team. But there is one team that I'd like to talk about right now, and that's the training team. They've worked diligently to make sure these dogs are prepared and trained to be guide dogs over the past 6 months, and sometimes, in some cases, more. And with the teams today, I just wanted to acknowledge those individuals who either instructed the team or trained the dogs. So we have Chris and Gideon sitting to my left here. Gideon was instructed. This team was instructed by Allie Greenberg, who's also joins us here. Hello, Allie.
Hello.
And we'll hear from Allie a little bit later, as well. And Gideon was trained by Catherine Russell and Nick Delia. For the team of Pam and Mary, they were instructed by Dan Wiesner, who worked both here on campus and followed Pam home to finish their training off down in Pennsylvania. So a big thank you to Dan Wiesner. Mary was trained by Jolene Hollister, and she received running guides training from Peyton Hubert. So thank you to Jolene and Peyton for your hard work with that team. Denny and Ida also received hybrid home residential training and then part of their training at home. That team was instructed by Dan Wiesner on campus, and then Nikki Wentz, who's a regional guide mobility instructor at home. And Ida was trained by Deanna Lentini and Aaron Murphy. Thank you to Deanna and Aaron. That was the general class program. Before I get into to thanking the instructors and trainers for the home trainings, I did want to mention that another important group that we wouldn't be able to do this without is those who spend the night with our residential class students, and that is our nursing staff. So I'd like to thank our nurse manager, Stephanie Fideli, and our residential nurses, Donna Robert Napoli, Kathy Schweitzer, Barbara Camilli, and Kristen Ferranti, who all worked very hard to help get these residential students, keep them healthy and comfortable while they were here on campus for the last 2 weeks. Now to the home trainings, we have Carl and Tigger. The team was instructed by Kathy Rooney, who's also a regional guide dog mobility instructor, and Tigger was trained by Sam Ori. Jessica and Uber, the team was instructed by Ellen Purcell, and Uber was trained for guide work by Ellen Purcell and Mick Belia, and for running guides training by Peyton Hubert. And then lastly, we have Linda and Admiral. Admiral was instructed by Louise Thompson and also trained by Louise Thompson. I'd like to, at this point, turn the presentation over to Ellen, who's going to talk about, was it Jessica first? It's Jessica first. Jessica's going to introduce the puppy raisers. So Jessica Walsh, not Jessica Welsh.
Yeah.
Not to be confused.
Yeah.
You guys couldn't have a closer last name, could you? So
Good afternoon.
Jess
everyone.
Welsh. Hi, Jess. How are you?
Good,
Jess
how are
is-
you guys?
Jessica is our one of our puppy raising specialists. Puppy raiser, is that the correct title, Jessica?
Yeah,
Um,
I'm regional puppy specialist of the
Regional puppy specialist. Thank you, Jessica.
No problem. So hi guys, my name is Jessica Walsh. I'm a regional puppy specialist here at Guiding Eyes. I work with all the East regions, providing administrative support for the regions and the regional puppy instructors. I would like to take this opportunity to say thank you to all the raisers. Without you, the incredible dogs graduating today would not have made it to this point. As a current raiser, I know the hours and commitment it takes. So I thank you for planning unique outings, keeping your puppy safe, altering your schedule to fit in your puppy's needs, and so much more. Every puppy raiser is different, but the one thing that you guys all have in common is the love and dedication you put into the puppies. The dogs graduating today are the result of the love that you have. I'm incredibly grateful to be a part of the organization where we have passionate, hardworking, and selfless volunteers like you. I wish the new graduating teams good luck on their journey, and it is my honor to express the great thanks from the puppy program to our raiser who's there in person, Kristen Trusod, who raised Gideon. I would also like to announce some of the raisers who are either here on Zoom with us or could not be here today. Joanne Teresi and family, who raised Ida. Deborah Honig, who helped with Gideon. The Swam family, who helped raise Mary. Audrey DeMello, who raised Mary as well. Janine Jabarski for Mary, and Eduardo Sandoval for Mary. Also like to thank Elizabeth Williams and family for Tigger, the Hester family for Uber, the Bedser family for Uber, and Laura Marone Walsh and family for Admiral. Thank you guys for doing an amazing job with your puppies. And now I'd like to turn it over to Allie.
Thank you. Yeah, I think actually Ellen's going to go first, so thank you.
I'm Ellen Purcell, specialized training guide dog mobility instructor, and I am going to introduce the home training graduates to you. Carl Richardson received his 4th guide dog, Tigger, a yellow lab male, through our home training program. He is employed as an Americans with Disabilities Act coordinator for the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, commuting to and from downtown Boston. He is also president of the Massachusetts Guide Dog Users Group. With Tigger by his side, Carl has a greater sense of freedom and independence as well as confidence. Tigger also has a playful side, which Carl really enjoys. Also graduating this month and trained at home, Linda Ingraham is from Albany, New York, and was matched with Admiral, a male black lab. Admiral is her 9th guide dog overall and 5th guide dog from Guiding Eyes. Linda devoted much of her working career to forms of social work, including program director at a homeless shelter for adult men and women, as well as an outpatient addiction counselor. Throughout her 40-plus years of guide dog use, her requirements in a guide have changed drastically. These last 10 years, she has faced many challenges and was nervous she would not be able to receive another guide, but with the help of specialized training, we were able to find her perfect match. Linda spends much of her downtime knitting and spending time with her husband Jerry and retired guide Gregory. Linda looks forward to walking more with Admiral, building her confidence back up, and developing a more sophisticated palate. Or maybe that last one is actually her husband's wish. I had the pleasure of working with our next home training graduate. Jessica Welch Missouri of Irwin, Pennsylvania is graduating with her first guide dog, Uber, a male yellow lab. Jess and Uber are graduating from specialized training and as a running guide. Jess is looking forward to working with Uber and running with Uber. Uber's name certainly suits him. One definition of the word Uber means over and above, and he is certainly uber awesome. Also, in the more modern definition, Jess has her very own Uber that will take her anywhere. Everyone assumes his fare is free, but he does actually charge quite a bit in good boys and treats. Jess happily pays his fare. So those are the home training graduates. You'll hear from some of them a little bit later. Now I'm going to pass it on to Allie.
Hi, everyone. My name's Allie. I'm a guide dog mobility instructor here. I'm going to be speaking on behalf of Dan Wiesner, who was our placement specialist, who worked with Denny and Pam. Denny Elliott is an experienced Guiding Eyes graduate, working with her 3rd guide dog from Guiding Eyes. She regularly travels for work as Regional Vice Chancellor of Academic Affairs and Vice Provost at the University of South Florida, St. Petersburg. She is also a distinguished author with more books coming along the way and has earned her doctorate in ethics. Denny joined us for a hybrid training experience by attending the residential training program, followed by home instruction to complete her training by Nikki Wentz. She loves Ida's zest for life and high food drive, which greatly aids training new targets. Pam McGonigal of Ardmore, Pennsylvania, received her 3rd guide dog from Guiding Eyes, also through a hybrid placement. As the Director of Development for the Overlook School for the Blind, Pam looks forward to transitioning home and teaching her new guide her commute to work. As an avid runner, Pam looks forward to being able to run with her new guide as well. She loves how even and unflappable Mary is in a variety of environments. Okay, and I'm going to speak to you a little bit about Chris over here on my right. Chris Mundus is coming to us from Wilmington, Delaware for his very first guide dog. He has more than held his own as the only first-timer in a class full of retrains. Chris has kept class interesting and fun, even while learning a very difficult new skill. He has educated me about the fall of the Roman Empire and football, just as much as we have educated him on how to work with a guide. He was matched with Gideon, who is just as fun-loving as he is hardworking. The two make a perfect pair and complement each other very well. I wish Chris and Gideon an amazing life together, full of music and adventure. Okay, now I'm going to introduce to you again Chris Mundus, who would like to say a few words.
Hi, this has been an amazing experience. I had no idea just the depth that I was going to be able to experience and the level of training. And I mean, so many use cases that I didn't even think of were part of the training that I do with the cane currently. And, I've been preparing for this for probably about 10 years. So with the pandemic, I think it gave me even a little extra time to get ready. And I think Gideon and I have kind of, really started a good relationship together. I come from a family of dog lovers and owners. And I was kind of wondering why I wasn't in that group until now. And I realized I should be. We're gonna have I think a wonderful life for Gideon. I'm really excited to also connect, and I wanted to thank a lot of the people that were involved in Gideon's development. I want to try to start kind of at the beginning. The puppy raisers, Kristen and Deborah. Is that right? Yeah. Kristen and Deborah did a fantastic job with Gideon. His trainer. Catherine and Mick, who I met today, did a wonderful job, and there's a lot of consistencies in terms of their experiences. Gideon has a lot of nicknames. The Tank, Potato, Baby Buffalo, Baby Bull, but Giddy sounds probably like one that I've heard from everybody. He's definitely a guy's dog, which I appreciate. I'd also like to thank the instructors, Allie, Brianna, and Aaron. They did a fantastic job being patient with me. And I think, in the beginning, it was like, is this going to work out? But I think, things really got better. And, I think we're really prepared when we go home for success. The staff here has been fantastic. From obviously the food is off the charts with Jerome and Rob, the chefs, and Josh, Maria, Margaret, the night nurses. We had a lot of fun. Donna and Kristen, and so and obviously Kristen, you guys just did such a great job. I mean, really setting him up and creating a foundation. And I just think everybody just sort of built onto him. And I'm just so excited for the future. And I have a song. I think we're playing it now. I'm a music composer. I'm retired, but I do a lot of music at home. I have an 8-year-old daughter that just can't wait to meet him. And this song, I didn't write it for this purpose, but I mean, I've kind of had it in the vault. And it's a tearjerker, so get ready.
Make your wish today of better things, expectations and your means. Remember yesterday as just a part that you play. Life takes on new ways. Be yourself, nothing else, as you change and you'll change. On you like a candlelight, tracing spiders on your arms and thighs. Feel the tension, I feel the pain, the need to make your own way. Yeah, no need to stay on the runway, to jump the rut we're lifting up. just one thing that you need. Now that we've met and you've arrived to a place safe to unwind, the dream begins with you. That makes it more than new. Put in the picture, buzz the song. I'm coming soon, I won't be long. I'm melting you. Yeah! Hold on, hold on, hold on to me. Hold on, and just believe. Hold on to me. Hold on, and just believe. There's just one thing that you need.
I hope everyone's had time to throw away their tissues, because I'd like to move on and introduce our speakers from the graduates of our home training graduates. We'll start with Jess Welch, Missouri. So Jess, you may unmute.
All right, Jess. There you go, Jess.
Hello? Everyone hear me?
Yes, we can.
All right. Hi, my name is Jessica Welch, Missouri, and I have Uber as my guide dog. And, you know, we've been joking this whole time in training that he's such a handful, you know. He's really not. He's just funny. He's just a ham. And and you know, I love him so much, and he helps me out a lot, and he's just so good. And I wanted to thank Ellen for coming out to my hometown and training me, through the specialized training program, and I just can't wait to take him everywhere I go. And I am a busy person, and I love being active, and I can't wait to run with him as well. And I just want to say thank you to Kylie for raising him as a puppy and taking him everywhere as well. And I just can't wait for the future. Thank you.
Thanks so much, Jess. So you can go ahead and mute yourself. And the next speaker is Linda Ingraham. And Linda, you may unmute.
Good afternoon, everyone. I have been very happy with all of the dogs that I've received from Guiding Eyes. And to start with this afternoon, I'd like to thank Laura, her husband Kevin, and their daughter Alana for raising Admiral for me. He is just a wonderful, wonderful dog. He's calm. He's very diligent about his work, and he has a funny side too. He loves to cuddle, but the biggest thing that I would say about Admiral is that he definitely makes me accountable. I did it right. You will pay off with a treat. He's doing much better at multitasking right now than I am because he's new. We're settling in. So he can figure out how to sneak in a sniff while I'm standing there trying to figure out moving my cane, clicking. Yes, good boy. What order am I going in? And he's just amazing. I couldn't believe that the specialized training program found a dog for me. I have been through a lot in the last 10 years. I don't need to, but just as an idea of where I started. In 1976, I was on the first US Olympic team for the blind, and I won a gold medal in the 100-meter backstroke. I competed 2 years later at the Nationals and won a silver in the 100-meter freestyle and the triple jump. And always stayed active. And now in the last 10 years, I've had 5 joint replacements. And all of these things have really changed how well I can travel independently. And then I started to fall. And I thought my days of having a dog that I can safely work and that won't be scared by that would never happen again for me. And then Admiral came along, and Louise has taught him so much. And she said what was funny about him was that he was interested in cracks before he really got into training, recognizing danger, things that were tripping hazards. He was just focused on that. And that was one of the things that led to Admiral and I becoming a team. And I have so much gratitude for the staff at the school that have put the time in and recognized that even though I've become much more disabled than I used to be, that I still have something to get out and do, and that I want to be a part of life and not stuck inside my house. And if I could say one last thing, I do believe that when I was much healthier, I did have the original prototype of the running guide. He was fast. He had 2 speeds, move it or move it faster. So I'm okay now. I'm okay with Admiral and I moseying along at our speed because I think this aging gracefully thing is way overrated. So I thank all of you at the school for having the confidence, the faith, and the willingness to give me another chance with another dog. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Linda.
Yep.
All right, next I would like to introduce Melissa Carney.
Good evening or good afternoon, everyone. Happy Friday. My name is Melissa Carney, and I am the Community Outreach and Graduate Support Manager here at Guiding Eyes. I'm also a graduate myself, and I always say, if you're not bringing a tissue box to graduation, you're doing something wrong, because there's never a moment, there's never a single graduation where you won't tear up a little bit. It's always emotional. We hear so many different stories. No graduate has the same experience. Everyone's coming to us with different reasons why a guide dog would benefit them, or different stories in which they lost their vision in the first place. So it's a very emotional time to celebrate all of our students in class. And it's even greater of an opportunity now because we can share in that celebration with our home training grads as well as our residential graduates. I myself am a guide dog user as well, so it's extra personal to me. I have an 8.5-year-old yellow lab named Erin. We graduated in 2016. I can honestly say it has been such a pleasure getting to know our students. I got to meet Pam and Denny while they were on campus, and of course Chris, who has that wonderful musical talent that you heard. I really enjoyed listening to that, as I'm sure we all did. And then our home training grads, I want to say congratulations to you as well. Carl, Jessica, and Linda. And I have to say, Jessica and Linda, those were wonderful speeches. Thank you so much for sharing your stories. And I have no doubt that you'll have many adventures together as teams. Yeah, I just want to thank you all in joining us in this format today, whether you're in person at our campus or you're in Zoom. It's been a pleasure being with you all today. And again, a huge thank you to our trainers who were recognized earlier, our puppy raisers, and the beautiful journey that we've all gone on and we've all joined in together to make sure that our guide dogs are prepared for everything they have in store for them and their handlers. Thank you all so much for joining us, and we appreciate you being here with us today.
Yeah.
Make your wish today of better things, expectations and your means. Remember yesterday as just a part that you play. Life takes on new ways. Be yourself, nothing else, as you change and you'll change. crush on you like a candlelight, tracing spiders on your arms and thighs. Feel the tension, I feel the pain, the need to make your own way. Yeah, no need to stay on the runway, to jump the rut, we're lifting up. You're in plain view. Hold on, hold on, hold on to me. Hold on, and just believe. Hold on, hold on, hold on to me. Hold on, and just believe. There's just one thing that you need. Now that we've met and you've arrived to a place safe to unwind, the dream begins with you. That makes it more